Hello everybody, welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube show. Here joined by the head coach of the New Covenant Academy Warriors, Coach John Hartley. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a weekly recap with the head coach of the New Covenant Academy Warriors, Coach John Hartley. Recapping their games from the past couple of weeks, New Covenant was in the right off the bat tournament that's hosted by Clever. They played Mount Vernon and were shut out by Mount Vernon by a score of 4-0. Then New Covenant got win number 1 of the season against Fairgrove by defeating Fairgrove by a score of 8-5. New Covenant also got another shutout against Conway by defeating Conway by a score of 10-0. Then New Covenant got loss number 2 against Aurora by falling to Aurora, by a score of 9-3. New Covenant got on a win streak and they defeated Bradleyville by a score of 20-0. That was a big shutout. And then New Covenant also beat Mansfield by a score of 7-2 and beat Halfway by a score of 5-3. Coach Hartley, what was the main objection that you had going into the first 2 weeks of this 2019 season?
Well, we've been moved to Class 3, so we've changed our schedule a great deal into a lot of Class 3 and Class 4 schools, and the right off the bat tournament allowed us to play those type of schools. Our wins over Fairgrove and Conway were part of our district future district plans, so we're undefeated in the district at 2-0 right now, and feeling good about where we're at. But we have a big district game tonight against Stratford.
Big district game tonight against Stratford, and talking about those games. What were the advantages that you had in those games between Mount Vernon, Fairgrove, Conway, Aurora, Bradleyville, Mansfield, and Halfway?
Well, the strength of our team is our pitching staff, and as you mentioned in your lead, we haven't given up very many runs, and only in the case against Aurora, which is the two-time defending Class 4 champ, did we give up as many runs as we gave. But we usually are in close ball games, not with a lot of scoring because of our pitching staff.
That's definitely a good advantage to have. And now to the flip side of the advantages, now onto the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages that you've seen from the games once again against Mount Vernon, Fairgrove, Conway, Aurora, Bradleyville, Mansfield, and Halfway?
Well, in our Mount Vernon loss, Mount Vernon pitched one of their senior college athletes that it was the first time out. We were coming off spring break, hadn't had very many live swings, so that was a 4-0 game, and we'd like to have done a little better offensively. In the Aurora game, Aurora is just that good a team, and they're probably among the top 5 teams, in my opinion, in Southwest Missouri. So we felt like we competed with them. It was 5-3 in the 5th inning, but we came up a little short. I think that the main thing was that we were facing high-quality people, just like we're going to do tonight. So it's just a matter of execution and getting things done on the field.
Looking ahead in your schedule, you're going to be taking on Stratford, Chadwick, Humansville, Crane, and Cassville. What are going to be the corrections that you're going to be making in between, once again, your game against Halfway, and then your game against Stratford, once again against also Chadwick, Humansville, Crane, and Cassville? What are the corrections that you're going to be making in between the last game and the game that's coming up?
Well, we're continuing to work on little things, moving runners either by bunt or with hit and run, trying to steal a lot of bases while at the same time be error-free defensively. So we're basically diving into fundamentals. In the next stretch, we're looking forward to playing a lot of games maybe with better weather. It's been very difficult at the beginning, as cold as it's been. So we're hoping to have a little better temperature, a little better weather. Looking forward to seeing you next Saturday at Crane, and when we play Crane and Cassville, and hopefully be on a pretty good roll by then.
Another question to talk about is the players of the week and some college signings that you've had maybe out of a New Covenant. Who would be your player of the week that you think that shined out there on the diamond from New Covenant from the last couple of weeks in the opening week and then in the right off the bat tournament? And also, who are your college signees that you have coming out of New Covenant?
I would say that all three of our college signs are our players of the week, if you will. Right-handed pitcher Ryan Carmack, who returned as our ace, has signed to go to SBU. He threw an outstanding game at U.S. Ballpark to beat Mansfield. Our left-handed Drury pitcher signee, Max Bridey, closed that game. He also threw the shutout against Conway. He's on the mound against Stratford tonight. And our Southern Nazarene in Bethany, Oklahoma, center fielder Ryan Rogers continues to be hot with the bat and drive in runs. And there are three team leaders along with four other seniors and some young kids to go with them. We've just got a nice squad that blends well together, and as long as we're executing, we're usually very successful.
Very successful it is. And you guys jumped from Class 2 to Class 3, and you're in a pretty tough district this year. You're going to be taking on Hartville, Fairgrove, Stratford, yourself, of course. So that's a big district. So
right,
what does that mean in Class 3, now moving on from Class 2 now into Class 3?
Well, just, postseason baseball is the same no matter what your class is. It's just, can you execute? Can you defend? Can you pitch it? Get timely hitting and sound defense along with quality pitching is always the formula no matter what your class is. So it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge that we shy away from because we like to play baseball at New Covenant, and we think that we're competitive.
I think you guys are competitive as well. And if there was some final words you had to say to the coaches that you played, once again from Mount Vernon, Fairgrove, Conway, Aurora, Bradleyville, Mansfield, and Halfway, as well as we got some cancellations that you guys had that were against Dora, Ashgrove, and Purdy. First question is there a word when you guys will get to play Purdy, Ashgrove, and Dora?
The Dora game is completely canceled. The Ashgrove game is completely canceled. There is a possibility that the Purdy game will get made up right before districts. Coach Hughes and I are talking about that. The schedule is constantly changing. We've added Ava. Since we landed in their district, we're going to play them at Hammonds Field in late April. So, we're going to see a lot of these guys again. We look forward to matching up with them. Just like some of our future opponents in the near future, Coach Harmon and I have an outstanding relationship, and we love matching up with each other. So we're looking forward to next Saturday and hope the weather cooperates with us.
And that's going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the New Covenant Academy Warriors, Coach John Hartley. If you'd like to stay connected with New Covenant Academy through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Also follow them on Twitter. And check out their website. Their website will be at ncawarriors.com. Their Twitter is also at NCA Athletics on Twitter. If you'd like to stay connected with Ozarks Sports Report through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/ozarksportsreport. One final time, I want to thank head coach John Hartley for sitting down with us for this weekly recap. One final time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozarks Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.